We have snacks and everything for this occasion.
Good morning and thank you for joining me today to discuss the role of self-esteem in child development. I picked this topic because of the childhood I had compared to my peers. I was born to two parents who are not compatible, to say the least. My mom is a dreamer who loves art and music. My dad is a realist who loves to work and play. Throughout my childhood, my father was absent, while my mom tried to fill every part of mine and my brother's life with a constant distraction. We were children of divorce, going to the best schools on the island. Coming from a low-income household and being friends with trust fund kids of doctors and lawyers, our self-esteem was molded into the persona we upheld while in public. Before I begin, I would like you to listen to a quote and remember this as I continue throughout my speech. Today you are you, and that is truer than true. No one alive that is there is no one alive that is youer than you. Now continue to reflect on that thought of individuality and pride. Now as a child, these feelings are formed in three stages. There is positive efficacy, positive self-concept, and positive self-esteem. Notice all of these begin with the word positive. Insecurities in a child show differently than those in an adult. It can include sadness, it can include anxiousness, or it can include anger. Sadness due to a loss or a longing. Anxiousness, being introverted or preferring to be alone, or anger, and acting out extremely towards their peers or their parents. Children who are insecure are often extremely dependent or extremely disruptive in the community or in their social environments. Now let us look at those three stages. Positive efficacy, a personal judgment about one's own ability to produce an effect or learn a concept or skill. The power to produce an effect, meaning their confidence and their drive. Second is positive self-concept. Concept is an idea. When does an infant develop the concept or an idea of himself or herself as an entity separate from his or her family? Their individuality and ownership of their own self. Third is positive self-esteem. What does a child think of him or herself, the person or self that he or she comes to understand? Self-esteem is the judgment a child makes about his or her worth in their own eyes. It is their self-worth. Looking at the facts about children within a positive household, most are happy. Most work and play together correctly. And most form a loving bond with their parents. This is all due to how they feel about themselves and how they portray themselves to others. So now revisiting that quote. Today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive that is youer than you. The more we support our children and how they feel about themselves, the better we will produce future leaders in our world. Thank you for your attention, and I sincerely hope that what I presented today helps you to think about how you relate to the children in your life, supporting their individuality and self-growth. Thank you.